I started this morning routine at 70, wish I knew it at 60. Have you ever woken up in the morning and thought to yourself, why am I still so tired? Not just groggy. Not just needing a few more minutes. But truly drained, even after a full night's rest. Like your body's slower to respond, your mind feels foggy, and just getting out of bed feels like a chore. I know that feeling all too well. For years, I assumed it was just part of getting older. You hear it your whole life. That's just aging. And you start to accept it. The stiffness. The fatigue. The slow, sluggish mornings. But here's something no one really tells you. It doesn't have to be that way. Sure, aging brings change. But feeling foggy, disconnected, or defeated every morning, that's not a requirement. That's something we can influence. And I didn't learn that truth until I turned 70. I truly wish I had known it at 60. Because that's when I could have made changes that would have made the past decade so much more vibrant, energized, and fulfilling. But here's the good news. It's never too late. I started at 70. And the difference it made was so powerful, I can't help but share it with you. This video is for you if you're in your 60s, 70s, or beyond. And mornings just feel harder than they used to. Like the day starts dragging before it even begins. So, let's pretend we're sitting at the kitchen table together, coffee in hand. Because this, right here, is exactly what I'd want to tell you. How I changed my mornings. And in doing so, changed my life. I'm not here to sell you some perfect morning routine with green juices, cold plunges, or hour-long meditations. That's not realistic for most of us. What I am here to share are small, practical habits. Simple things. Free things. That, together, made a world of difference. And it all starts with how we wake up. The first thing I changed was what I stopped doing. For years, I'd wake up, reach for my phone, and immediately start scrolling. News, emails, social media, whatever was there. That screen became the first thing I fed my brain. And usually, that meant stress. Bad news. Other people's problems, before I had even stood up. Let me tell you something. Your brain is incredibly sensitive in the first few minutes after waking. It's like a sponge, soaking up whatever you give it. And I was soaking in chaos. That chaos wore me down. It affected my mood, my energy, and my outlook. So one day, I tried something different. I left my phone on the dresser. I sat up in bed. Put my feet on the floor. And just breathed. That's it. I felt the ground beneath my feet. I looked out the window. I let my eyes adjust to the light. And I whispered a quiet thank you. Not a prayer, necessarily. Just gratitude. Thank you for this day. Thank you that I woke up. It sounds small, but that moment of stillness changed everything. It gave me space. It gave me calm. It let me start the day on my terms, not the world's. And after a few weeks, something shifted. I felt lighter. Less anxious. I didn't dread the day ahead. Because I had claimed those first few minutes for myself. After that moment of quiet, I did something I never thought I'd say out loud. I talked to myself. Yep. To the person in the mirror. Not big speeches. Just a few kind words. You're doing great. You've come a long way. Today is yours. As we get older, we can be so hard on ourselves. We look in the mirror and see wrinkles, gray hair, softer skin. We think about who we used to be. And forget to show love to who we still are. But then I asked myself, if I wouldn't talk to a friend that way, why was I talking to me like that? So I started being kinder to that face in the mirror. It felt silly at first. But over time, those little affirmations became a habit. And then they became a belief. That kindness carried into everything. How I moved. How I ate. How I treated others. It was like planting a seed every morning and watching it grow throughout the day. Next came movement. Gentle, simple movement. No push-ups. No gym. Just a few minutes of stretching. Reaching up to the ceiling, rolling my shoulders, loosening my neck. Sometimes I'd walk slowly around the house. Sometimes I'd sway to music. Yes, even at 7 a.m. My knees used to feel stiff. My back too. But when I started moving first thing, that stiffness started to fade. I felt awake. I felt alive. I felt connected to my body again. Listen, our bodies want to move. Even now. Especially now. When you move in the morning, just for 5 or 10 minutes, you're telling your body, we're going to use this day, not just get through it. It's not about being flexible. It's not about fancy routines. It's about being present. It's saying, this body is still mine. And I'm going to take care of it. Then I looked at something I'd ignored for years. How I fuel my mornings. For decades, I started with coffee. Sometimes toast. Often nothing else. And for a while, it worked. Until it didn't. By mid-morning, I'd crash. Sluggish. Foggy. Drained. So I tried something different. I started drinking a glass of water before my coffee. Just one glass. Room temperature. I'd heard somewhere that we wake up dehydrated. So I figured, why not? And honestly, it helped. My headaches eased. Digestion improved. I felt clearer. Then I added a little food, nothing fancy. A hard-boiled egg. A slice of toast with peanut butter. Some oats with berries. That small shift changed everything. I had energy. I could focus. I wasn't yawning by 10 a.m. It wasn't a diet, it was fuel. And after 60, we need every bit of energy we can get. So ask yourself, what are you giving your body to start the day? Is it helping you? Or draining you? Now I want to share something that surprised me. Stillness. Just 10 minutes of sitting quietly. Breathing. Some call it meditation. I used to picture monks in robes chanting on mountaintops. But real meditation? It's just sitting in a chair. Breathing deeply. Noticing your thoughts. Not judging. Not controlling. Just noticing. Some mornings, my mind races. Other days, I find peace. But I always feel better afterward. That 10 minutes gives my mind a reset. It helps me respond instead of react. It gives me patience, clarity, breathing room. You don't need a special cushion. You don't need a quiet room. You just need a moment. Try it tomorrow. After you stretch. After you hydrate. Just sit. Breathe. And listen to what's going on inside. You might be surprised what you find. And now, let's talk about joy. Because mornings shouldn't just be functional. They should be beautiful. For me, that meant adding music. While I make breakfast or get dressed, I play songs that lift my spirit. Some days, it's something from my youth that makes me smile. Other days, soft instrumentals to ease me into the day. And sometimes, yes, I dance. Not gracefully. Not for anyone else. Just a little swaying in the kitchen. It feels like giving my soul a hug. What song makes you smile, every time? Add that to your morning. Let it be your soundtrack, even if it's just while brushing your teeth. Joy matters. And joy is free. Now